alive with this storm brewing. Oh, the best laid plans of mice and good heavens, Igor! Must you continually sneak up on me while I'm thinking? It's terribly upsetting. I told you to wait downstairs until I called for you.
I am sorry, Doctor, but I must speak with you. The monster is getting very restless. I don't think I can control him much longer. Last time he was like this, he broke his chain and tore the door off its hinges.
I'm doing the best I can. Oh, the burden of a reputation. Oh, grandfather, why did I ever find you laboratory notes and embark on this hideous career? Igor, look at this face. Not so close. Once I was young and happy. Now I'm lined with worry wrinkles.
Oh, your grandfather, Frankenstein, was a great man. Many is the time my grandfather described their work together out at night, digging up graves, cutting criminals down from scaffolds, cutting and sewing, sewing and cutting, at night in the muck and the mire, looking for just the right part. Yuck! I am so glad I was not there.
Yes. I know all the stories too. My grandfather created a monster out of men. An indestructible creature. The only problem was the monster's brain, thanks to your grandfather.
But my grandfather, Igor, cannot be blamed. He could not read. How was he supposed to know that the brain he stole from the university laboratory was the brain of a nincompoop?
He should have recognized a comrade.
Oh, what a beautiful night! It was on just such a night that the creature was born. The lightning was its mother and gave him the strength of 100 men. Oh, how proud our grandfathers were.
Enough reminiscing. We have plenty of problems of our own trying to correct the mistakes of the past. Igor, the brain transfer machine is ready. We no longer have to operate to change the monster's brain. Using the 4-byte crystal, the machine spins the brain into 1 billion particles, sends them through the air, and reassembles them in a new cranium.
Oh, that is wonderful, Doctor. But when do we start?
Just as soon as we find the right brain.
I know where there's a wonderful brain.
You do? Where?
In here.
Oh.
But it is a perfectly good brain. It has never been used.
Igor, there are brains and then there are brains. I won't discuss it any further.
Yes, Master.
Now, hopefully, the right brain will arrive this evening. With all of this lightning, we shall have added energy for a perfect transfer. I have advertised the castle as a hotel, with all of the travel agencies from Berlin to Los Angeles. I had hoped to have a large supply of brains, but so far, only one group has made reservations. They should be arriving shortly and with everything in readiness. I must use one of these brains tonight. Igor, I almost forgot. You must not call me Dr. Frankenstein anymore. I am Baron Henry von Frankenmeyer. Frankenmeyer. Do you understand?
Yes, Doctor. I mean Baron. But begging your pardon, I have been meaning to ask you. We have no servants. How are we supposed to run a hotel without maids, bellhops, or cooks?
Oh, simple. You will do it.
Me? But I do everything around here. I vegetarian. I cook the meals. I clean the machines. I have to watch that monster day and night. And now you want me to run room service and carry tourist baggage? No, this is too much. I quit.
Wait! You don't understand. If one of our guests is selected for the honor of the brain transfer, you will be in perfect position to place the crystal on him. You know I've not yet learned to focus the rays of the machine. I have placed one crystal on the creature, and this one must be planted on the body of the subject whose brain is to be transferred. I cannot succeed if you do not help me. Do not desert me in my hour of need. I shall be lost without you.
There, Master. I will not desert you. How can you say such a thing about a kind, loyal, hardworking, and lovable Igor?
Oh, very well. Go get the rooms ready. Our guests should be arriving shortly, a family of American tourists. Quickly, Igor, mix another sedative. We must not have him frightening our guests. Use the good whiskey tonight. I suppose we should be gratefully hid in the brewery the last time he escaped. It's so much easier to sedate now. Make sure his chains are secure. The energy transfer may be more violent than I had calculated. I don't want him roaming the countryside, mauling the villagers. Grandfather! Grandfather! Do you hear your creature moaning for relief? I, Baron Henry von Frankenstein III, shall correct your mistakes. I shall perfect your creation and end the failures of the past. I shall remove the curse of the Frankensteins.
It is ready, Master.
Good. Make no delay. Get him quiet as soon as you can. You don't want him frightening folks. Then make the rooms ready with a nice warm fire.
Yes, Master.
Only this storm will hold until they arrive.
Henry, darling, you look surprised to see me.
Natasha Nobrinsky.
So you have not forgotten me, darling. It is so nice to see you again. The Carpathian Mountains are so lonely and quiet, like a mausoleum. Don't be silly, darling. Put that thing away. I'm taking treatment at the Van Helsing Health Clinic in Budapest. I drink only cranberry juice now. But I must admit, I still have a desire for adventure, excitement, and romance. But what is this? Make reservations for 5. Stop. Julius de Woodknocker and family. Stop. Arriving October 18th. Stop. Simora's Travel Agency, Orem, Utah, USA. What does this mean, darling? Who is this? Julius T. Woodknocker and family.
I have gone out of the monster business. I've decided to turn the castle into a vacation paradise.
Wonderful, darling. All this old place needs is some new blood. It's only an expression, darling.
What are you doing here anyway? I thought I made it clear the last time I saw you I wanted nothing to do with you or your husband. By the way, where is the Count?
I'm leaving blood. Again. I'm tired of him flying around night after some new young king who has made a fool of me for the last time.
maybe if you settled down, he would too. Your leaving him is ridiculous, you know that. You two were made for each other. You always go back to him anyway, so why leave him in the first place?
It is not ridiculous. I'm tired of sitting at home waiting for him to throw me a morsel of attention. I will not sit back in his belfry any longer. My trunk will be arriving shortly. It's the new one I got in Egypt last summer. It's simply beautiful.
But my guests.
Henry, darling, I do not like to be pushy, but I do not like to be refused anything. You escaped from me before, and I forgave you. If you do not give me a room, I will fly around and frighten your guests out of your hotel until there is only me and you left.
That is blackmail.
Of course. Do you still have that bumbling idiot with you?
Yes, and he has good reason to remember you, too.
It was really harmless, Henry. I was only trying to torment Vlad with jealousy. You escaped me with your trickery, and Igor was available.
But Igor? How could Vlad possibly suspect Igor?
I was desperate. I had to take what I could get. Vlad is so jealous, he believes whatever he thinks he sees. But I assure you, if I do not stay, you and Igor will suffer more than any men have ever suffered.
All right, but don't mingle with the guests.
I promise to think about it.
Master! Master! Oh.
Hello, my little pet. My, you have not changed.
What is she doing here?
She just flew in for a little visit. Nothing to worry about.
Because of you, I was beaten. The dogs were sick upon me, and I was chased over half of Transylvania. I swore revenge.
Peace. I warn you, Henry. Keep him in control, or next time I will not restrain myself. Now, beast, show me to my room, and when my trunk arrives, bring it up.
Oh. Welcome to Hotel Frankenmeyer. I hope your visit will be most enjoyable. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Baron Henry von Frankenmeyer, your host.
Julius T. Woodknocker here, and this is Mrs. Woodknocker and, of course, the little Woodknockers. Here, take the card, any card. You like that card? Well, keep it. I've got 51 more. Hey, swell joint you got here. What do you call this? Early gargoyle? And what do we eat? I have 2 fried eggs, 2 scrambled eggs, 2 poached eggs, and 2 medium boiled eggs. And roast beef. Rare, medium, well done, and overdone. Say, got any stewed prunes?
Why, I suppose so.
Well, give him some black coffee. That'll sober him right up. Now, I want to get one thing perfectly clear. I am here for rest and relaxation. I have a case of nerves and insomnia. Or I lie awake all night just waiting to fall asleep. I must have quiet. Quiet!
Boss was really shaken up in Paris. He was caught in the elevator in the Eiffel Tower.
case of seasickness since Seabiscuit lost the 5th race at Hialeah.
That's very amusing, Mr. Woodknocker.
Not nearly as amusing as he thought it was.
Ah, yes. My bitter half. Ruth here has all the modesty, poise, and ill humor in the family.
Don't push me too far, Julius. This is not the time to talk about our family history. Remember your nerves?
My wife doesn't think I'm funny. Hey, Junior!
Yes, Pop?
How much would you want to walk into an open manhole?
Just a cover charge.
Well, drop in sometime.
Sure!
Well,
Yeah.
I think we're cleaning that up pretty well.
I don't understand.
Neither do I. And don't let it happen again.
Julius, you're just trying to embarrass me. Mr. Frankenmeyer.
Henry.
Let's not get too familiar here.
Henry. My husband's been in vaudeville since he was young. Very young. And now he has a hard time telling what's reality and what's a play.
Aye, to me, reality is a play. And a play is reality. Or vice versa. There's a wisecrack in there somewhere, but I don't think so. One for all and all for me, and me for you, and 2 for 2, and 3 for 5, and 6 for $1.
I must say, you look very familiar.
Oh, my husband's not who you think he is.
That's a lie. I'm exactly who you think I am. I am an imposter. No, wait. An impersonator.
He is a continual source of embarrassment to his family. But that doesn't stop him. Nothing stops him. He'll insult anyone. Now he says he's suffering from nerves and insomnia, so the doctor sent him on this trip to recover. In reality, he's been trying to drive me to a nervous breakdown for 20 years.
That's no drive. That's a short putt.
I'll just apologize now for anything that happens later.
Hello, this is room service. What's that? Ice water in 318? You don't say. Where'd you get it? Oh, you want some? Well, that's different. No, I don't have any. This is Coconut Beach, Florida. No snow, no ice. Tell you what, though. Why don't you slice up a few onions? That'll make your eyes water.
That's very nice. Now, Mr. Woodknocker, there seem to be only 4 of you.
Say, that's pretty good. I'll bet with just a little practice you could learn to count to 10.
Julius, I think we got enough comedy for one evening.
I mean, sir, the travel agency wired there would be 5 of you.
Oh, yes. That would be our 5th wheel, Mrs. McGonagall, our housekeeper. She's out in the car. Refuses to come in. Why, she says this place reminds her of something out of a monster picture. Oh, I really can't say why. Ah, Mrs. McGonagall. She may look like an idiot. She may even act like an idiot. But don't let that fool you. She is an idiot. Ruth, why don't you go out and see if you can get her to come in? She must have gotten a look at herself in the side mirror. It must have gotten a look at her.
Why screaming? Frightened it away.
I rest on my case. This is Mrs. McGonagall, our housekeeper and traveling companion. Any resemblance between her and an actual human being is purely coincidental.
I'm warning you. Oh, Mrs. McGonagall, now you need to settle down. Whatever it was didn't hurt you. You just worked yourself up into an anxious state of mind. What with the trip up the mountainside and the appearance of this hotel and the coming storm, you just need some rest.
I'm gonna stay the night in this place. Why, I'd be too frightened to close my eyes. Who knows what might be lurking in the corners or under the bed?
I could say something, but I won't.
I'm sure you'll all feel much differently when you've refreshed yourself.
Yes, I'm sure we will. Now then, Mr. Frankenstein.
That's Frankenmeyer.
Yes, yes. Frankenbeans, whatever. How much are the rooms here?
How much? Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Would $20 be too much?
$20? To stay in a run-down dump like this? Why, that's outrageous. Pick up your bags, everyone. We're leaving. Let's go.
Now, Julius, we have reservations here and we're staying. Now, if you want to wake up in the morning and leave, that's fine. But tonight, I'm not budging.
No, you must not go. The roads are very dangerous at night, especially with the storm coming. We can make an arrangement tomorrow, which I am sure will be agreeable to all for us.
This isn't the first time this has happened. Most people expect to spend money when they go on vacation, but not him. In Paris, he stormed out of our reserved hotel and we had to drag our luggage all over town for 5 hours looking for a cheaper place to stay, just to end up right back at the first hotel.
It was the principle of the thing.
Well, I'm principled out. I'm tired. Marian's tired. Junior's run off somewhere. Tonight, we're not leaving. Now, if you want to sit on your luggage in the lobby all evening, that's your affair.
Oh, all right. We'll stay. But I want it quiet.
You, Julius. Now, where's Junior? Oh, dear. Junior? Junior?
Here I am, Mom.
Oh,
Gee, Pop, this place is swell. It'd be a peachy place for a murder.
Junior?
Well, it would.
I will have you shown to your rooms. And then I will prepare something to eat and have it brought up to your rooms. You must be famished after your long journey.
You come out of there, Mrs. McGonagall will break every bone in your body.
Stop! Stop! This harmless creature is the bellboy. Come out, Igor. Come out. He's as harmless as a puppy dog. Now, Igor, take the baggage and show our guests to their rooms.
Oh, what's that?
Mice!
Mice?
That's a little bit big for a mouse.
Yes, well, the sounds echo through the lower halls. But there's nothing to be frightened about. They always stay below in the old dungeons.
Dungeons? Oh, boy, can I see 'em, Pop? No.
They're all locked and sealed shut. No one has been in them for years.
Say, mister, does this place have any secret passages going from room to room?
I don't think so.
And now, Junior, we can explore later.
Gotcha, Pop.
Igor will show you to your rooms.
Now, you be careful with that bag. It's got all my costumes in it. Why, without my costumes, I'd have to play Lady Godiva. And believe me, I don't have the equipment.
Walk this way.
He said it, Ruth. I didn't.
Don't even think about it.
them. I suppose I must make do. There's no time to get another with all of this silly The energy in the machine will be ready by 11 o'clock. I will give the crystal to Igor. Plant it on which one? The boy? No, not old enough. This McGonagall never! The thought makes me shudder. Not Mrs. Woodknocker or the girl. Oh, there's only one choice, unfortunately, Mr. Woodknocker. He is intelligent. I suppose I can retrain him as I want. Once the crystal is planted, we'll sedate him. Then, at 11 o'clock, my monster will have a new brain! Oh, the thrill of it all! Igor, see who is at the door. Whoever it is, get rid of them. Then keep an eye on our guests. We must not lose them. I must recheck the instruments.
Yes, master. Oh, my! My, oh, my! Oh, my! Ugh. Get rid of him, he said. Fetch it, Cherry. Fetch it, Cherry. I should have made him get this first. Fetch it, Cherry. Fetch it, Cherry. One day, I will get my revenge. When somebody wants me to get something, I won't get it. Better still, if I could get my brain transferred into the body of the monster, I'll be the most powerful man alive. Oh, yes, my wonderful brain in the monster's wonderful body. When Dr. Frankenstein gives me that crystal, I will just keep it for myself. Then I will be the master around here.
Hello, Mr. Igor. What are you doing?
Fetch and carry.
That looks like a mummy case. Who's it belong to?
Yes.
I wonder if there's anything in it. Can I see?
No. Don't touch it. I will get into trouble. And I don't need any more trouble. I have to get the door. Don't touch the box. Don't touch the box. Don't touch the box.
Darn, nothing but a little dirt. Oh well, this place has possibilities. Now, if I were a secret passage, where would I be? Ah! The fireplace. There's always something in the fireplace. I knew there were secret passages around here somewhere. I'll bet it connects with every room in the castle.
But I must see the doctor. It's very important. A matter of life and death.
The doctor is working on a new experiment. He must not be disturbed.
But he must be disturbed. I cannot leave until I see him. Tomorrow is the full moon.
The full moon?
Yes, yes, the full moon.
You mean the full moon?
That's what I said. I am tired of repeating myself. I am Sir Lawrence Talbot III. So, you've heard of me.
Yes, but never did I think we would meet.
I'm not a bad one. I have feelings, needs, wants, desires. But when the full moon rises above the mountains, I turn into a hairy beast with jagged teeth and a thirst for blood. Now get the doctor!
The full moon. The full moon. Don't touch the box.
Excuse me, Mr. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were Mr.
Quite all right.
I'm Miriam Woodknocker. Are you a guest here, too?
A guest? Yes, I suppose I am.
Oh, good. I'm just wondering, I know this might sound a little bit forward, but do you by any chance play tennis? Well, see, I was asking Mr. Frankenmeyer where the tennis courts are, but maybe if you play, then we could play doubles with my father and my brother. You know, they're really good, though. See, they won the doubles trophy at the country club last summer, and see, my father plays terrible golf, but since he paid all that money to join the club, it seemed like tennis was the only alternative. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to dominate the conversation. I get tired of talking to no one but my family all day.
Not at all. Your conversation is delightful. Really.
Thank you. Anyway, I'm afraid it's true, though. I haven't had anyone to talk to on this whole trip since we first got here. I don't speak French or German.
I speak English like a native. I lived in England for many years.
I love England. With its history and all. You know, I'd like to go to London someday. See, we were going to go there this summer, but see, we didn't get to because my father was on a tour and played there with my mother shortly after they were married.
Oh, your father's an actor.
Yeah, he's a comedian. You know, at home, he's really fun. He's not much different from most other fathers, but when he gets in public, he turns into the most outrageous character. He's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I know very well. Oh, Winwood, Talbot, man!
Oh, Mr. Talbot, are you all right? It's only a storm.
Yes, it is only a storm.
Well, anyway, my sister was a dancer, and then my mother was a dancer in my brother's play company, and then he told her that he should retire, and you know what? At least she resents him, and she still does. So after she retired, then my father got really sick, you know, like he's got nerves and insomnia, and so his doctor suggested this cruise, but see, he gets seasick at just the mention of a ship. And the ship we were on sat so high in the water that it rocked from side to side, standing still at the dock.
That's very amusing.
Well, father didn't think so.
You know, I don't think I've laughed in years. Until this very moment.
Mr. Talbot, I believe.
Yes, and you must be Dr.
Mr. Frankenmeyer.
Mr. Frankenmeyer. I see. I must speak to you, Mr. Frankenmeyer.
Oh, well, don't let me disturb you. I look forward to seeing you later, Mr. Talbot. You're very interesting to talk to. Oh, Mr. Frankenmeyer, where are your tennis courts?
Tennis courts. Well, I'll have Igor string up some netting tomorrow morning in the garden.
Thank you. I look forward to talking to you later, Mr. Talbot.
Larry, please, call me Larry. I would love to see you again. You made me all my troubles.
Where am I going to get a net?
I don't know. Did you see her stockings?
Oh, no.
See what you can find. Don't argue, just do it. But first, get something for the month. Melvin.
Melvin?
You know, Melvin.
Oh, you mean Melvin. Yeah.
You're playing with monsters, Dr. Frankenstein.
Don't call me doctor. And it's none of your business what I am doing. What do you want?
I'll take a drink first.
Igor, a drink for Mr. Talbot. I'll have one too. I have a feeling this is going to be a long evening. Now, what do you want?
Well, you obviously know who I am. Tomorrow is the full moon.
The full moon.
Yes, the full moon. like the last one. You don't know what it's like living month after month, year after year, knowing that when the moon changes, no matter where you are or what you're doing, you will change too. Your body is racked with agony. You are hunted like a wild beast. You must help me, Doctor. That girl, I can't think of being friendly with her or even liking her. Or anyone else for that matter. For fear that I will see the mark of my next victim in their hand. You must cure me, Doctor.
That's impossible. It would take months, perhaps years of study before I could attempt a cure.
Then kill me, Dr. Frankenstein. You would do the same for a mad dog.
Calm down. Perhaps there is a way. It would take time, possibly trial and error, but there are possibilities. I will strike a bargain with you. If you will help me tonight with my experiment, I will help you.
Yes, yes, anything to be free from this curse.
Once you begin, there is no turning back. Agreed?
Agreed.
Then let us drink to our partnership. To success.
To freedom.
To Melvin.
Now listen very carefully. This is the 4-bite crystal. It is very rare. It is the key to your future happiness, but you must make no mistakes.
Don't worry, Dr. Frankenstein. I won't. What do I have to do?
I was going to give this crystal to Igor, but a man who is desperate will make sure nothing goes wrong. The crystal focuses the rays of my brain transfer machine.
Your what?
We don't have time for details. The crystal must be planted on the body of Mr. Woodknocker.
Woodknocker, isn't that...
Yes, the girl's father. He's a little strange. All right, he's a lot strange, but he is intelligent. If my experiment works, I can retrain her the way I want. The energy from the machine is focused through the crystal. The brain is changed into 1 billion particles and transferred through space. It takes several hours to build up the energy necessary to make the transfer. Once the machinery is started, it is very dangerous until it is released. It will be ready at 11 o'clock. You must have the crystal planted on Mr. Woodknocker before then. If you are still in possession of the crystal at 11 o'clock, your brain will be in the monster. The monster's brain will be in you. You have 1 hour. Do not fail.
You're going to steal some poor man's brain for your experiments. I don't think... I feel strange. No, it's too soon. The full moon isn't until tomorrow night.
Calvin! Calvin! The sedative! Igor, you idiot! Did you call? Mr. Woodknocker,
It's good to see you again. I have no one to blame but myself.
Doctor!
Doctor? I am a doctor. Where is the horse?
Oh.
I have terrible news. Either you are dead or my watch has stopped. Come in.
Mr. Woodknocker, it's Talbot. He's fainted.
Don't tell me. I will make this diagnosis myself. I can do nothing for this man. He has fainted. But the wind is a long ocean voyage. In the meantime, I shall be out in the garden. If he should recover, don't blame me.
Mr. Woodknocker! It may start raining. You'll get wet in the garden. Getting wet is not good for your brain. Help.
So I have a little bet. Und if the sun was out, I get sunstroke. And following children will kill some insomnia. And the only cure is water. With a lot of gin on the side. Why, did you know that I lay awake all night long just trying to think of ways to fall asleep? I used to worry, but now I think of other things. Like, for instance, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Old lady.
Old lady who?
I didn't know you could yodel. Oh, I just kill myself. Man is crazy.
Perhaps I've made a mistake. Here? That's it. I'll put him in the mummy case.
What?
Secret passages are mighty handy in finding out things. So, this is the Wolfman. This is the crystal. I better go find Pop. I'll never believe this. Mr. Talbot? Mr. Talbot?
Darn it! First man I've met on this whole trip, and I don't even get to talk to him. Oh well, guess I'll see him in the morning. Maybe we'll skip tennis, take a long stroll in the woods, sit under the trees and talk.
Oh, Miriam, have you seen your father?
No, I haven't.
Oh, he's out wandering around again. He says it's insomnia, but I think it's just another reason to keep me awake all night. Oh, dear. I hope he's not out bothering the other hotel guests or personnel. You know, it's one thing to make people laugh when you're on stage, but to continue on with those antics off stage is just too much. Your father's been embarrassing me since the day we were married, not to mention complete strangers. Come to think of it, I haven't seen any of the other guests.
Well, there is one man that I've met.
Oh?
He's a young man, very interesting looking.
So when did you meet him?
When I was asking Mr. Frankenstein where the tennis courts are.
Did you happen to ask Mr. Frankenstein where the bathrooms are? All I have is a bowl and a pitcher of water in my room.
No, I didn't.
Well, there aren't any upstairs, so I'm going to look around down here. You better not stay up much longer, though. It's starting to get dark. There aren't any lights in the hallways upstairs. I tell you, the accommodations in these European hotels are terrible.
Mother, before you leave, can I ask you a question?
Well, of course, dear. About what?
Well, did you love Father when you married him?
Of course I did. I still do. Very much. You think I don't?
Oh, no, I know that you do. I don't know, I wonder sometimes, the way you're always scolding him, the way he seems to do everything he can to aggravate you, to make you argue with him.
Oh, dear. Suppose we do it so much we don't even realize what we're doing anymore. Your father has given me some wonderful years. Did you know I was dating his brother when we met? Oh, I was in his dance team as a dancer. Oh, his brother never forgave me for marrying Julius.
Was it love at first sight? I mean, can such things really happen?
Well, it was a well-run romance. Oh, dear. I suppose a girl can meet a boy for the first time and know that he's Mr. Right. Just make sure you know more about your Mr. Right than I do about your father. There'll be a lot less shock and surprises that way.
Well, will you do me a favor and just try to overlook a little bit of what Father does? Maybe he won't try so hard to upset you.
Well, it's not easy to change overnight. But I'll think about it awfully hard. You better get upstairs, darling. It's starting to get chilly.
We'll take a long walk in the woods, have dinner with my family tomorrow night, and dance on the terrace in the moonlight.
Fetching Carrie. Fetching Carrie. Move the body from this box to that box.
Oh, hello, Mr. Igor. Have you seen Mr. Talbot?
No!
Well, if you do, will you please tell him that Miss Woodknocker is looking forward to playing tennis in the morning.
I never have any fun. Nobody ever asked me to play tennis with them. But when my brain is in the body of the monster, I will have a lot of fun making life miserable for other people. Yeah. Now, to find that crystal.
Ah, Countess, my gracious Petunia, you have no idea with what felicitation I encounter another insomniac, wandering darkened halls and porticos at night, seeking relief. For that joy that only comes when it's time to awaken.
Oh, darling, I know just how you feel. When the sun goes down, my eyes are wide open.
I love the way you call me darling. Darling. Darling.
Oh, darling,
Yes?
my trunk, it has arrived.
Why, I once knew an elephant that had a trunk like that. It wasn't big enough, so he sold it for $40. In fact, that's the trunk.
Isn't it beautiful? I got it in Egypt.
Egypt, you too, eh? Why, I once knew a girl who looked like that. She reminded me of the Prince of Wales. Not the current Prince of Wales, of course, but the Prince of Wales. And when I say Wales, I do mean Wales. I know a whale when I see one.
Darling, you are so full of whimsy.
Oh, you can see that from there, can you? I usually only get this way when I eat radishes.
Would you like a drink?
Never touch the stuff.
Well, I have a terrible craving for Bloody Mary.
Pop, Pop, I'm looking all over for you.
Well, go check upstairs. If I'm not there, I'll be out in the garden under a cactus.
Pop, this is serious. There's a man in that mummy case, and Mr. Frankenstein is actually Dr. Frankenstein. And he's going to steal your brain with a machine that uses a crystal.
That's ridiculous. Why would he steal my brain when he could have it for $37.50, including tax? Let me smell your breath, young man. Just as I suspected. I told you to lay off the lemonade.
But it's true, Pop. Look in the mummy case.
Very well, my good man. Let's try that again. You didn't tell me it was a music box. Does it play anything else? How about Home Home on the Range?
Don't glare at me, Henry, darling. I have been down here talking with Mr. Woodknocker. If it wasn't me, you know who it was.
What's the matter? A huge fat flew into my room.
I thought it was mother.
It might have been. Have you ever seen your mother without her makeup on?
Where is mother?
Last time I saw her, she was arguing with a recently closed door.
She was looking for a bathroom.
Where did she go?
Down that hall, there.
Oh, these hallways can be dangerous if you don't know where you're going. I'll call Igor to look for her.
You are not budging from this spot.
What are you doing back there?
I was setting a trap for mice.
Oh, for a best story, you've been waiting there to jump out at me, and don't tell me, you worm.
Quickly, Igor, we must find Mrs. Woodknocker before...
Now that was rude. What was that? Mice! Oh, that figures. Ruth can't stand mice.
Quickly, Igor. You must not follow. It's dangerous in the dark. Please stay here.
Oh, this is the worst thing you've ever done to us. I'm coming, Mrs. Woodknocker. No! Well, maybe I'll just wait here.
Who's in the mummy case?
Why, the Wolfman, of course. I'd open it myself, but I don't have any wolfing. Mrs. McGonagall, why don't you open the box?
I do no such a thing,
Why not? You know I cannot live without you. I had to come.
A pretty story, but I do not believe you.
We will discuss this later. But first, you must introduce me, my dear.
If you insist. This is Mr. Lednacker and his son and daughter.
And these must be Mrs. Woodmaker.
And your wildest nightmare.
This is my husband, the Count.
Oh, the Count of Monte Cristo, I presume.
Why, no. I am Count Alucard from Transylvania. My castle is in the Carpathian Mountains near the Warhol Pass.
Never heard of it.
Oh, I am sorry.
Oh, I'm not. Have you ever heard of Cucamonga?
Oh, it's him. Those beady eyes. I know them anywhere.
Allow me to introduce myself to this vision of loveliness.
Those beady eyes are blind as a bat.
I am Count Alucard from Transylvania. You remind me of the beautiful women of my country.
Oh, I am sorry. For a moment you reminded me of... Oh, it's hard to get there.
She fainted.
Well, that seems to be contagious around here.
Henry, darling, look who has just arrived.
Oh.
My Henry, oh, you're pleased to see me. After all, you should remember that wherever my daughter, little Natasha, is, I am not far away.
Oh, darling, it was you!
Right there. If you hold me any tighter, I'll be behind you.
It came out of the darkness. It was growling and shuffling, and it had its arms outstretched like this.
Why, that was just Mrs. McGonagall sleepwalking again.
Mr. Woodknocker, I've been here all the time.
Junior, Miriam, help your mother up to her room.
But, Pa,
We'll talk about your man in the box later. Man in the box?
he knows, Pa.
Where's the crystal?
I could not find it!
It's nay on the ox bed. I'll talk to you later. Mrs. McGonagall, why don't you hop along too? Now then, Mr. Frankencooper, what's going on around here?
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Do I look like an idiot to you? Don't answer that. I may not be the brightest bulb in the box, but I'm no dummy. You advertise this place as a quiet, restful retreat, and everyone is going around screaming all the time. I am not a well man. I have nerve problems. I take pills. I take red pills. I take blue pills. I take pills to remind me to take pills. And then there are the horse pills. That reminds me. Here, take this.
You can't mean you take this?
Why, no, that's my golf ball. I wonder what I hit off the tee this morning. Anyway, remember, I have insomnia and I must have quiet. And don't you forget it! Quiet!
Henry, that man a lunatic? Or one of your new creations? Perhaps these shall go to America one day. A fresh new country. Fresh faces. New blood.
And beautiful.
Oh, my darling, jealous
But do I have to be jealous? A silly woman who screams at bats.
My darling, you know I love only you. You are the moon in my life. Without you, I am but a hollow shell, doomed to fly the nights. A lovelorn monster.
Monster! I completely forgot about the monster.
Oh no! He's probably out in the countryside mowing the villagers!
Quick, Igor, get the shackles. We must find him. My friends, you must help me find him. It's almost 11 o'clock. Fly over the countryside and try to find him. Igor and I will search the village and the brewery.
No! I will search the brewery.
My darling, watch out for that tree on the left! Crazy wind flyer.
All I wanted was a brain.
And in those rooms, you'll find a bowl and a pitcher of water. Don't drink out of those bowls. You want something to drink? We've got nice fizzy drinks over there. And candy. But don't go that way. No. You might get locked in the dungeon, and then your brain might be switched with the monster. You have to go that way. Walk around, get your candy and drinks, and come out there and sit back down. Oh, and be back here in 15 minutes, or we might start without you. Now I gotta go find a mailman. Oh, almost forgot. Don't touch the box. Bad Melvin. Take her back. Good for you for capturing him. I couldn't find him. You will be punished for this, Melvin. Oh, come on. You've had too much already. I'll take over from here. Thank you. Give the girl a treat for capturing you. No! Give her a kid's treat. She's too little for that. Give it to her. Give it to her. There. Give it to her. You are going to be punished for this. For 2 weeks. You don't use the car. Now give me the key. Shame on you. Put that back. It's all gone anyway. What's the matter with you? Now, you get to the laboratory. Where are you going? I said lavatory, not lavatory. Oh, all right. I'll make it quick. Monsters! Really?
With your father yelling, quiet every 5 minutes.
Oh.
I finally got him to wear his earplugs, and that worked for a while, till the walls started shaking. I tell you, this is not my idea of a quiet, restful retreat.
Mom, I've got to talk to Pop.
Well, you're just going to have to wait. Talk to me. I've been alone all day. Marion left this morning with a Mr. Talbot. I barely got out of how do you do, and she had him dragged out the door and through the garden and down the hillside. Haven't seen Mr. Frankenmeyer. But Mr. Igor just keeps running in and out all day long without as much as a beg your pardon.
Beg your pardon?
I had the most tasteless lunch. Oh, have you had anything to eat?
I'm not hungry, Mom.
Well, change for dinner. It looks like you've been in a coal bin.
Mom, do you mind if I ask you a question about what you saw last night?
Oh, your father was probably right. It was all in my imagination. The dark hall, the flash of lightning, the breeze blowing out my candle.
Was it about this tall
Yes.
and about this wide?
Yes.
And did it have a greenish face and 2 silver things on its neck?
Yes. Oh, Junior, do you really?
I was just asking. I'm sure it was just your imagination.
Oh, good afternoon, Mrs. Woodknocker. Good afternoon, Junior. You haven't seen the Count, have you?
I haven't seen anybody.
Oh, I couldn't sleep last night with all that racket. And I saw the Count pull a large box into his room. It's right across the hall from me. I've been knocking at his door all day, but he doesn't answer. Oh, you don't suppose something's happened to him, do you?
There's something strange about that Count.
Oh, nonsense. I think he's charming.
I think he's a gigolo.
No, what?
A gigolo. You know, a guy runs after women for their money.
Oh, you mean a gigolo?
Yeah, a guy
Well,
that
I know what it is. How do you know?
I read in a book.
Well, I think he's charming.
Oh, Mr. Frankenmeyer. Oh, whatever happened?
We've had a little problem with the boiler. Forgive my appearance and my neglect of you. Have you seen Mr. Talbot?
No, he left this morning with my daughter Marion. Oh, dear. I hope they come back soon. The storm is starting to look threatening again.
Oh, Mr. Frankenmeyer, have you seen the Count? He's still a guest here.
Yes, he's still a guest. He sleeps a lot during the day. He's a night nurse.
Sounds like Pop.
Oh, dear, it's starting to get dark again. I think it's going to storm. I'm going to go find Julius and ask him to find Marion. Something must have happened or they'd be back by now.
Oh, I'm sure she's all right. And I'm going to go in the garden.
How long have you lived here, Mr. Frankenmeyer?
I inherited this castle from my grandfather. Don't you have someplace you need to be?
No.
What are you doing?
I'm a junior detective of America. Great name, Chester. As we collect our clues and evidence, we write them down. Saves time later to put things together.
Evidence?
You know, clues and evidence for solving mysteries, murders, robberies. What's that knocking?
Knocking? I don't hear any knocking.
Are you alright, Mr. Frankenmeyer? You seem awfully nervous this evening.
Not at all.
Well, I better go. I think I hear my mother calling.
Hillary, what is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry.
Not as sorry as you are going to be. You have me out all night searching for that creature of yours. I get home to my room exhausted. The sun is already beginning to rise, and my box Not there. I searched frantically for my box, and that nincompoop, Igor, left it down here. I hardly had time to get to my box, and when I opened it, there was a man sleeping in it. I barely had time to roll him out and get in myself before the sun came through the window. Oh, I have a splitting headache. And to top it all, a broken nail.
I am very sorry. Nothing is going right. There was so much energy in the machine when we got back this morning, it almost blew up. It's only a miracle it didn't. We got back with the creature just in time. I've been working all day to get it repaired and ready for tonight, and now Talbot is gone with the crystal.
The crystal.
It's a critical part of my brain transfer machine I told you about. We should have a recording of this. I'm tired of telling everybody who walks in. Anyway, Talbot is gone with the crystal. Igor is acting strangely. More strangely than usual. I can't trust anyone anymore. If you would help me tonight, darling Natasha. I would do anything to make it up to you. Just help me tonight.
Yeah, Henry, darling. When you put it that way, how can I refuse? How about you have me do?
We must get the crystal planted on Mr. Woodlocker. The machine is building up energy again. This time, I have set the automatic controls. Nothing will stop it. At 11 o'clock, it will automatically switch brains. I will get the crystal. I will give it to you, and you... No love to Mr. Woodlocker. Put it in his pocket.
Darling, I can do that.
Now then, he says, Madam, I am terribly sorry that my son's toast landed on your plate. If it should happen again, I shall see that he throws the jam with it. Well, Mother was furious.
Good evening, Mr. Talbot, Miss Woodlocker.
Good evening. Larry, have you met the Countess yet?
No, I don't believe so.
This is Countess Nobrinsky, Larry Talbot.
Charmed, I'm sure, Mr. Talbot. I have heard of you before, but never did I think we would meet. Although, I must say, you do look strangely familiar. As if we had already met.
I have heard of you too, Countess. You're a illustrious husband.
Young people are so happy together. I remember what it was like to be young. Henry, darling, I shall be back before you're ready to proceed. I must take some exercise. The children of the night, but beautiful music they make.
Talbot, I must talk to you.
Yes. Now, Miriam, it's been a wonderful day, and I shall never forget it. Please, remember to wear that herb necklace I gave you. Never take it off.
But it has such an odor, Larry.
I told you, it's a special herb for warding off evil.
You Europeans are so superstitious.
I know. Wear it in.
Talbot.
Yes, yes. Now, I'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow? I thought you were going to have dinner tonight with my family, and then we were going to go dancing on the terrace in the moonlight.
The moonlight will...
You men are all alike. Mention the word dancing and you fall to pieces. Well, I'm going upstairs to change, and I expect to see you later.
Did you hear that? She expects me to have dinner with her.
Don't worry. There's still plenty of time before the moon rises. Now give me the crystal.
I don't have it.
What do you mean you don't have it?
I mean, I don't have the crystal. I woke up this morning battered and bruised, lying on the floor. I didn't have the crystal. I barely had time to look for it before Miriam and her mother walk in.
You find that crystal or I'll see you doomed.
Don't threaten me, Doctor. I'm in control of myself now, but in a couple of hours.
You find that crystal and I'll see that you don't have to worry about that. I have a sleeping potion that will knock you out cold tonight. Just to make sure, I'll lock you in the desert. I'll do it just as often as I need to, but only if you find that crystal. Now get to it. Time is running out.
I don't know about this.
Oh, Count, your stories are so thrilling. Please tell me more.
Gracious, good evening. Henry told me that we had more guests. You must introduce us, Henry.
This is Mr. Talbot. To count out your card, this is Mrs. McGonagall and her hat.
Mr. Howard, I heard of you.
Never did I think we would meet.
How did you know?
I read your script.
I see. Well, I was just telling Mrs. McGonagall about my castle in Transylvania. You should all come for a visit one day. You would have such fun. The wonderful rugged countryside. It is so exhilarating to go hunting. The wolves, with their fiery eyes glowing in the night. And I love to fly through the cloudless nights over the twinkling lights of the villages, nestled in the crags and valleys of the mountains.
Oh, you have an airplane? How thrilling. I've always wanted to learn how to fly.
Perhaps I shall teach you one day. Come, Mrs. McGonagall. Let us watch the moon rise above the rugged mountain peaks. Such a wonderful sight to behold. It reminds me of the baroque battlements of my castle.
Oh, Count, I'd love to see your broken battlements.
I can't approve it.
We made a bargain.
But to steal another man's brain. Your monster's made out of dead men. That's hideous enough. But to steal a living man's brain?
There is the mistake of the past. Not using a living man's brain was my grandfather's mistake. A dead man's brain has too much deteriorated tissue. Operating, we damage too many cells. But the complete reassembly of the cells and tissues of a living man's brain, think about it.
I can't. I didn't ask to be this way. It's a disease, a curse. I don't willfully do this. And you are willfully doing evil.
Evil schmeevil. You think you were driven by a curse? So am I. The curse of the unknown. The curse of the past, preying upon the future. Failure is my curse, but I will not fail again. If your heart is so weak at the thought of the sacrifice of one man for the advancement of science...
Science? Advancement of what? Science. Is it going to save lives, make the world a better place?
I won't talk about it any further. If you don't want to place the crystal on Mr. Woodknocker, I'll do it myself if I have to, but it will be done. Just find the crystal before the moon rises, or it will be too late to do anything about your little problem.
Master! Master! The machine is overheating! All the dials are spinning!
You touched something!
No!
I told you not to touch anything! Why does this always happen to me? I think I'll go mad! Find that crystal. Time is running out. Get away from me, you! Go help Tal to find the crystal.
It is not nice to treat people the way he treats me. I didn't touch anything! Not nice to treat people the way he treats me. I think I need a new master. Say, how about you?
No thanks. I have enough trouble dealing with myself. You're fumbling that got this crystal lost in the first place. You and your drugged dreams.
I don't think I like you any more than I like him. For all I know, I'll have a fine tale to tell a certain young lady.
Silence, you fool! If you dare breathe a word about me to anyone, it will be your last. Now help me find that crystal.
If I do find it, I won't give it to you.
Looking for something?
None of your business.
We'll see about that, Mr. Igor. That story was in the box last night. He's the Wolfman. He was just Miriam all day.
He doesn't look all that wolfish to me. My son here says you're the wolf that's been after my daughter.
You must be Mr. Woodknocker.
That was the last time I checked.
How do you do?
I've had a wonderful day. Unfortunately, this wasn't it. When is this boat gonna stop rocking? I might as well be a drinking man. I wake up every morning with a hangover anyway. Oh, where's the porthole? I think I'm gonna be. Now, let's get down to brass knuckles. What are your designs on my daughter?
Well, Mr. Woodknocker, I like your daughter very much.
Aha! A wild sheep in wolf's clothing, eh?
Hey, you better get at it, or the doctor won't like it.
Another country heard from. Hey, haven't I seen you somewhere before?
I carried your bag.
You know, I never forget a face. But in your case, I'd be glad to make an exception. Are you still here? Say, you better beat it. I hear they're going to tear you down and put up an office building where you're standing. Well, that's progress for you. You can leave in a taxi. You can't leave in a taxi, you can leave in a huff. If that's too soon, you can leave in a minute and a huff. I don't mean to give you the bumps rush here, buddy, but put an egg in your shoe and beat it. Scramble and scrape. And save us all from your nincompoop-poopery. Now then, Mr.
Talbot,
Yeah.
the one in the middle.
Oh. My son here is known in our neck of the woods as Snoops Woodknocker, junior detective. And he thinks there's something funny going on around here, which unfortunately is more than I can say.
Now, Mr. Talbot, that's your real name. What are you doing here?
I will ask the questions here. Now, Mr. Talbot, if that's your real name, what are you doing here? How do you do?
Like Trooper.
Well, a likely story. Let me tell you, you're looking for something you lost last night when you fainted, right?
How did you know?
Is it smaller than a bread box?
Mr. Woodknocker.
No, don't tell me. Is it small enough to fit in that vase over on the mantel? What?
Pop!
That's where you put it, isn't it?
Like this.
How did you know where it was?
Snoops here overheard you talking last night with Dr. Frankenstein. Frankenmeyer. Frankincense. Well, must have been a convention. Anyway, while you were snoozing in yon box, Snoops here pinched your little bauble.
So, you know everything.
I know Snoop's side of this boondoggle. What's yours?
Does it really matter?
Of course. Every public nuisance deserves a defense. Just keep it short. I'm only here for a week.
Well, what can I tell you that your son hasn't already?
Now, who says I believe him? No, he's a good boy, all right. Always tells the truth as far as he knows.
I would all down on my notebook. He says to Dr. Frankenstein, I can't go on like this anymore. He was cured to kill me.
That's enough. Thank you very much. I'll tell my own story. And then, Mr. Woodknocker, I'll walk right out that door and you'll never see me again. Please, don't tell Miriam. I don't want her to know. Tell her I have an incurable disease and it would never work out between us.
I will be the judge of that.
Well, you may not have heard of me by my real name, Sir Lawrence Talbot III. But you have heard of the Wolfman. I am the Wolfman.
I told you, Paul.
The real Wolfman, eh? I've heard of you. But never did I think we would meet. Have you been reading my script?
I didn't ask to be the Wolfman. I've lived years in agony searching for a cure or at least some peace of mind. Dr. Frankenstein said he would help me if I helped him with some sort of experiment. Using this crystal and some kind of machine, he's going to switch your brain with that of the monster his grandfather created. I'm ashamed to say I agreed to help him, but only in the beginning. I want nothing to do with it now.
Well, that's an interesting tale you've got there, Mr. Talbot. It seems to confirm Junior's side of things.
What are you going to do now?
Well, it's like I always say, son. You never kick a man when he's down, only when he's not looking. I want that thing. You give it back to Frankenstein.
But he will try to slip it back to you when you least expect it.
Let him try. It'll be a sad day when I can't bamboozle the likes of him. Besides, I need a little excitement.
But your nerves.
Oh, my nerves will take care of themselves. Now, let's get down to cases. We have got to find a way to foul up the machinery around here.
We haven't got much time. Frankenstein told Igor that everything was set for tonight. All they need is that crystal. I saw him last night down the secret passage. And I saw the monster, too. There's a thing Mom saw last night in the hall.
Do you think you can find your way back down to that machine and throw a wrench in the works?
I can try.
All right. Now, be careful. And remember, Lady Godiva put everything she had on a horse. Everything we have is riding on you.
Don't worry, Pop. I know the place like the back of my hand. Ow, my hand!
We're all in trouble. Joe Talbot! Who else do you think is involved in this nefarious plot?
Well, Igor, of course. And myself. I'm not sure of anyone else.
Who about that Count Alucard or the Countess?
Well, Alucard is Dracula spelled backwards. I've heard they're very jealous and always flirting in front of each other.
Yes, I thought she was rather friendly with me last night. But of course I assumed it was my good looks and charm.
You must be dreaming.
So, you think they're involved with this?
I don't know. If Frankenstein got desperate, he might use anyone. I know that him and the Countess were speaking when Miriam and I walked in.
Yes, yes. Well, knowing human nature as I do, I have deduced that the doctor will not try this himself. No, I believe that he will have the Countess do his dirty work for him. Ha! This, of course, leads us to one inescapable conclusion. I'm going to have a jolly good time tonight. What? Hey? Oh, yes.
Julius, I've been looking all over for you. You need to dress for dinner.
I am dressed.
Julius, we bought 2 tuxedos in Paris. I just wanted you to wear one of them tonight.
I bought those monkey suits because they fit and they were on sale. I never said I would wear one.
Oh, Julius. I just wanted you to dress decently for once and not like something that Cat drug in.
Well, that would be an awfully good cat.
Oh. Would it be so hard for you to try to please me once in a while? Oh, please, don't embarrass me again like you did on the boat.
Mother.
Very well then, Julius. Do as you please. I'll just wait for you upstairs. Oh, where's Junior? He seems to have run off again.
He's running an errand for me.
Oh.
That is the first argument she's given up on in years.
Well, she's trying very hard not to argue, Father.
Whatever for? What would life be without a little discussion now and then? Huh. Well, goodbye, Talbot. I'll see you when I see you. What are you two looking at? Haven't you ever seen a Julius seizure before?
I never realized how much they argued until we came on this trip. Mother just hasn't learned that giving Father an ultimatum will get her nowhere. You know, when we were on that cruise, Father refused to wear his tuxedo when the captain invited us to dine behind the table, and then Mother refused to be seen with him. What's the matter? You liked all my other stories.
It's nothing, really.
Oh, don't be so gloomy. I'm not going to bite you. You had a good time, right?
Yes.
Good. It's a wonderful evening, and we're going to have a wonderful time together.
Miriam, I have to be leaving this evening. I really can't stay.
Leaving? But I thought you were going to have dinner with my family, and we were going to go dancing.
I can't, Miriam.
We haven't even played tennis yet.
Excuse me, Miss Woodknocker, but I must speak with Mr. Talbot. You don't have time to be talking. Do you have the crystal?
Yes. Here it is. And go to the devil.
Don't be Mr. Goody-Goody around me. Now, has the Countess returned?
The Countess. So that's who you're going to use.
Don't bother yourself about that. You have a little problem of your own, and from the looks of you, you'd better hurry. I'll send Igor with the sedative. It will have to be injected. I'll see you in the morning.
What was that all about?
It's nothing. Now, Miriam, do you still have that necklace I gave you?
Yes, as silly as it is, I have it right here.
Good. Please, keep it on. And no matter what happens, remember we did have a wonderful day together.
You are acting so strange. Come over here and look at the mountains. Ooh, the moon's coming out of the mountains. It's so big and round. No, it never lives at the house. I guess a city like most attractive. You know, we should go on that walk on the chair. Larry, what's the matter?
It's nothing. Get away.
Are you ill? Let me help you. Ah! Ah!
Where's Tom?
What? He turned into a wild man. What is going on here, Mr. Frankenmeyer?
I can't tell you everything. You wouldn't understand. He has a disease which affects him strangely.
Well, we have to find him and help him.
That's impossible. He's quite dangerous when he gets like this.
Well, I'm going to find him even if you won't.
No,
Someone has
you
to
must
help him.
not.
But Natasha, darling, he was quite innocent. You didn't have to swoop down on us like the red venom.
Stay away from me, you flea-bitten Casanova, or I'll scratch your eyes out.
Natasha?
Don't interrupt me while I am arguing. The first chance he gets and he's already come Steve Lewin.
Oh, look at this poor creature you frightened to death.
Natasha, I must... Here is the crystal. We must get it on Mr. Whittaker immediately.
I am no longer interested in your little games, Henry. Do your own dirty buck.
But... you cannot be mad at Blatt. It was not Blatt's fault. Mrs. McGonagall was to blame. She was flirting with him, throwing herself at him. He was simply being polite.
I do not believe you.
But it's true.
Yes. Yes, it is true. I am but an innocent bystander.
Oh, that's a thing you say.
Innocent? Very well, Henry. I will take your crystal.
Yes, we don't have much time. I will go and check the instruments. We cannot be too careful.
What is going on between you two, my darling?
Nothing, my sweet. Henry is doing some sort of an experiment. And he gave me this crystal to hold for safekeeping.
She seems quite good. It must be very important.
I haven't the faintest idea what it is for. But it did say was important. My darling, I will let you take care of it. You know how I lose things.
It looks like a diamond.
Yes, it does. Keep it close to your heart if you do not lose it.
Just as I hold you close to my heart. Oh, Natasha, darling, can you never forgive me for the past?
After tonight, there will be nothing to forgive, my sweet blood, tempest, Dracula.
My darling. Natasha.
Well, when you get finished with her feet, you can start on mine. That's not an insult. I don't know what it is. Come on, Natasha. You must leave this stuffed shirt and fly away with me. I love you.
Mr. Woodknocker, I hardly know what to say.
Well, I wouldn't know what to say either if I was in your shoes. Well, perhaps, ouch. Maybe you can suggest something. In fact, you do suggest something. To me, you suggest a baboon. What? I'm sorry. That really wasn't fair to the rest of the baboons.
You are making me angry. I am a man of few words.
I'm a man of one word. Scram!
Come, Natasha, let us find a place that we can be alone.
No.
Perhaps you haven't noticed, but there's one man too many in this room, and I think it's you. Ah, Natasha. It's the same old story. Boy meets girl, Romeo and Juliet. Minneapolis and St. Paul. Hey, point that nose somewhere else, buddy. It might go off. Aha! I learned fencing at Acme Fencing. En garde! Touche! Ha 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 ha! Natasha! I could sit on your lap all night, as long as you don't stand up. Your eyes, they shine like the pants of a blue Swedish knit suit. That's not a reflection on your eyes, it's a reflection on the suit. We should go away together. Then we had a little bungalow, and you were on the inside, and I was on the outside trying to get in. Or no, I'm on the inside trying to get out. Or no, you're inside out, and I'm upside down. And tell you what, if you don't hear from me by Friday, the whole thing's off. Now, Natasha, will you marry me? And do you have any money? You can answer the second question first.
Oh, Mr. Woodknocker, that would be beginning.
Why, yes. That would be big of me, too. In fact, it would be big of all of us.
I've never heard of such a thing. I'm going to tell Mrs. Woodknocker everything I heard. I knew you were a cat all along.
Well, isn't that funny? I always thought I was more of a Mercedes.
What a strange woman.
You do not know the half of it.
Bob! Bob!
Oh,
Oh, excuse me, I didn't realize you were busy.
Where did he come from?
why, the fireplace, of course. And I do wish you would go back. You must meet me out in the garden under the moon. I can see it now. You, the moon. You wear a necktie, so I'll know it's you. While the moon is sneaking around the clouds, I will be sneaking around you.
Pop, our Frankenstein told Igor that he gave the crystal to the Countess.
Well, she hasn't given it to me, and heaven knows I've given her every opportunity. What about the machine?
I can't get close to it. Frankenstein keeps on fiddling with the dials and turning the knobs.
You get back down there and wait for your chance. I'll get Frankenstein up here somehow.
I don't believe a word of it, Mr. McGonagall.
Hurry!
My husband may be annoying, but he's not unfaithful.
Oh, but I heard him and I saw him.
Are you sure? You said yourself that you were coming out of a faint. Maybe you just misunderstood.
Well, if you don't want to take my word for it, I shall leave. In fact, I'm going up and pat my bag. I've been frightened by bats and chased by heaven knows what. And for all intents and purposes have been called a liar. I'm going to visit the Count's castle. He promised to show me his broken battlement.
This has been one wreck of a vacation. It looks like everyone's deserted me now.
Excuse me. I did not realize this room was occupied.
No, the room's not crowded. Come in.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Count Albicon, from Pennsylvania. You will mind the beautiful Venus of my country.
How do you do? I'm enchanted. Enchanted to meet you.
No, it is I who am enchanted to meet you. You have such a lovely neck, like a swan.
Why, Count?
You shine like the moon of my night, rising above the rugged mountains of my beautiful country.
Why, Count? You really shouldn't talk to me like that. I've just barely met you. I don't even know you.
But such evenings were made for getting acquainted.
Now, Count, I really don't appreciate such advances. What?
Forgive me, lady, I meant no offense. I've been a lonely traveler tonight. And you remind me of the beautiful Venus. Forgive me for my glasses. I'm actually...
This is where I came in! You snake in the grass! You toad in the hole! way, my dear. I shall protect you from this masher.
Oh, Julius, don't be so melodramatic.
You thrust me for the last time, Mr. Chuck. I shall destroy you.
Well, you'll have to catch me first, won't you?
You think I fear you, you orange Julius?
Stop that, Julius. You're going to hurt yourself.
Come on, bud. Up at you. Up at you with one hand. Up at you on one foot. What are you, a man or a mouse? I put a little cheese on the floor. We'll find out.
Oh, Julius. How could you do such a thing to this poor man?
There comes a time when a man must stand up for his home, his family, mom, apple pie. Not necessarily in that order.
Oh, what's going on down here? Oh, Count. What happened?
Mr. Woodpecker attacked me.
Oh, you horrible man.
What's going on here?
What's going on? Why, we're having a party. Do you know how to rumba?
Yes.
Well, pick a rumba from 1 to 10.
Get away from me.
Julius, darling, I have been waiting for you.
And what did she mean by that? Oh, Julius, darling.
I told you there's something hanky-panky going on.
She isn't anything. I'm just spending a little time with her because she reminds me of you. In fact, she reminds me more of you than you do.
Does he have the crystal? You mean these?
How did you get it?
Well, now I've got it. Aha!
Get that crystal!
Oh, Julius, what are you doing? Oh, oh, Julius, give that back. Who is that? What's going on here, Julius?
I think you're that
Oh, Stacy, there's circus around here. I haven't got the faintest idea. What's oh, oh, dear. Oh, Julius. What? What are they looking for? Where are they going?
Wait a minute, what are we doing? We want him to have the crystal.
So, you think you can steal my brain, do you? Well, the freak is up, Chickenstein.
Steal your brain?
That's right. Whoever has this crystal is going to have his brain switched with the doctor's monster at 11 o'clock.
But Natasha, you gave that crystal to me.
Darling, it's only a joke.
Don't worry, Count. Here, you can have it back.
I don't want it.
Well, I don't want this thing. No!
Master! Master! The machine is going to explode! Ooh, that little boy!
Your mother because we wanted children. Imagine my disappointment when you arrived.
That's my fault.
Help your sister.
Natasha, darling, I think I've had enough vacation in this quiet rest over the tree. Come, let us leave these crazy people and return to the simple life of Transylvania.
Yes, my sweet. Can you ever forgive me for my foolish thoughts? that belong only to you.
Of course, my dear. And I promise never to look at another woman again.
Oh. Well, goodbye, Henry. Where's Henry?
Probably fiddling with his monster. He will never give up.
And goodbye, Julius T. Woodknocker and family.
Miriam!
Look! Hope it is no longer the wolfman, and the moon is still in the sky.
Larry, I was so worried. You were like a wild man.
I feel like a normal human being again. The energy from the machine must have changed me in some way. I'm cured. Miriam, will you marry me?
Oh, yes. It's okay with my parents.
Oh, it's all right with me, as long as he wears a flea collar.
Young love, come, let us fly through the night as we used to.
Watch over that tree!
Oh, on the left.
And after all the things he said to me,
Mrs. McGonagall, you are a woman who's had nothing but dirty brakes. Well, we can clean and tighten those brakes, but you'll have to stay in the garage overnight.
Julius, be nice to Mrs. McGonagall. She's been through enough.
Oh, all right. Mrs. McGonagall, from now on, I'm going to be nice to you. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. Well, Ruth, has this vacation been exciting enough for you?
I thought we came on this vacation to get away from excitement. Oh, Julius, I'll never understand you. But after 20 years of marriage, I'm going to quit trying to change you. Let that be a message to you, Marion. Marion? Yes? If you can't change him before you get married, you never will after.
Good thing he's already changed.
That's right. Remember, I am a revolutionary, a warrior against the status quo, against the tyranny of boredom and the oppression of paltry little lives. Well, let's go. We can lodge with my fleas in the hills. I mean, we can flee to my lodge in the hills. Come along, Junior. You too, Mrs. McGonagall. We've got packing to do.
Oh, Miriam, it's wonderful to be me again. The doctor did cure me, even if his brain transfer didn't work. Igor, where is the doctor?
I don't know. Last time I saw him, he was muttering something about his machine.
Oh, well, we can see him later. Now, Miriam, let's go take that walk in the moonlight. Just kidding.
Nobody ever asked me to walk in the moonlight. Igor? Igor, come down here and get me out of these chains. What do you mean chaining me into dungeon? Igor, come down here. Must I do everything myself? Master! You've changed your mind!